Welcome to the Employco HR Chat. I'm Rob Wilson. With me is Jason Eisenhunt, our Vice President of HR.
Hi, everyone.
Thanks for joining us this week on our HR Chat. So, Jason, recent study, 8 in 10 companies in the U.S. are tracking attendance in 2024.
Much higher than I was anticipating. I mean, that blew me away. So 80% of companies are going to track whether or not their employees who say they're going to be in the office are really in the office. That was much higher than I expected.
So this is really a return to work, not attendance. I'm working today. I might be working from home or from ever,
right?
But tracking the in-office attendance.
Yeah. There is a movement to get more employees back in person in the office. So whether or not you're full remote, you go to hybrid. Maybe if you have 2 or 3 days hybrid remote at home, you move to 1 or 2. So this is 8 in 10. When the employees are scheduled to be in the office, they're going to track it. And that was really it was news to me. That was surprising.
So they're tracking via ID cards or any
proximity badge. The one I thought was really interesting, I found an organization that has a under desk sensor that will track whether or not employees are really at their desks. That's a little too far.
Yeah, that's taking it to the next level.
Right. And those organizations that are tracking it, if the employees who are being asked to return back to the office, RTO, if they're not back in the office, the vast majority of them will be doing, like 95%, will be doing some kind of punitive discipline, whether or not that's reducing pay, termination, affecting their bonuses, something like that.
And that's something that we're starting to see a lot more is, one, the return to work, return to your office. So most people, you're seeing a lot of companies, your large companies in downtown Chicago, for example, are making you come in 3 days a week. Before it was maybe 1 or 2,
right?
Because you've got all this real estate, you've got this office space, and no one's there. And then the ones that have reduced it, they say, all right, you come in, a couple of days a week or 3 days a week. So there's no one there Monday and Friday, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, there's nowhere for anybody to sit because they're overcrowded. But and then the clients that we've seen that were 3 days a week are moving to 4 days a week. And the theme that we keep hearing from our clients is the return to the office. They're seeing increased productivity, increased creativity. The culture is increasing, or improving because more people are together.
Yeah, not just our clients. This actually surveys showed the same thing. The number one concern for employers to ask their employees to return to work more often in person is productivity.
Right. And it is interesting to see, though, too, that not only are they implementing that, but then if you don't come back, they're
the discipline.
Yeah, this is really, there's been talk of it over the last couple of years, but that can's been kicked down the road for a number of months, and now you're actually seeing it implemented. That if you don't show, or if you still stay remote, you're either going to get paid less or lower chance of promotions, reduce your other PTO.
Right.
So, interesting. So, just for whatever sort. So we had an all office meeting, and on a day that there's a dozen people work from home, and 3 or 4 people didn't come in for it. So it's a presentation that we had some people that were out sick. Obviously, you can't come in if you're sick, but you've got some type of office function where you would assume that you're going to attend, through lunch or whatever. And some people chose to, so that definitely sends a message to your management team or your supervisor.
Yeah.
It happened to one of my sons works for a large corporation, and he was, they all came in for this meeting that someone was in town for, and there was one guy that stayed home, and it was a pretty awkward moment for him when the person, the most senior person calls the person out, like, wow, you didn't come in today.
Wow.
So, interesting. You're definitely seeing some changes.
Yep. Yeah, and HR at Employco.com. If you'd like some help with return to work policies, return to the office policies, we're happy to help. We have templates, and we also can customize it based on your individual needs and circumstances.
So feel free to reach out anytime, HR at Employco.com. Thanks.
Thank you.